on the fucking cord.
Yeah, you're on the cord.
Yeah, because it's behind me.
No. I can't grab it. Okay.
Pull the bitch stick out of your ass.
I don't have one.
Story mode?
Yeah. Ugh.
Why would you want to do competitive? That brings
In story mode, you're playing the game for fun.
Something
Work together to solve the crime and play the story you want to see.
Why is it having me tap?
It's not tapping.
Oh, okay.
For me to come up here since I'm the one in control.
I'm in the start box.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're
You
not.
are too. Oh, I was.
No, you
Yeah.
weren't.
Okay, we all have to.
It's a dice.
Uh-huh.
I was an actively
How well do you know
Clearly.
your friends?
I was
Choose
reading
wisely.
rules.
Life and death decisions will be in their hands.
I'm gonna kill you.
I have nothing to do
Who
with
do you
this.
think is coolest under pressure? Swipe left and right to shuffle through the cards. Swipe up on the one you want to play.
Coolest under pressure.
So how do I pick it?
Swipe up.
Swipe up.
One name came out on top.
Did you choose yourself?
Yes.
Did you choose Taylor or Mom Taylor?
I'm not at liberty to discuss this.
You chose yourself, huh? The lie.
I chose myself because every time something happens, it's Mom.
You didn't move that back.
Move what back? Oh well. Now no one can come in the front door.
I can.
How are you gonna come in the front door if you're already inside?
I was waiting for that. I can go outside and then go back in.
That one's locked.
I can fit.
That
Then
one's
I'll go
locked.
through the back door.
Then I'll have that locked too. Stop playing with that damn thing. Cuz. Gotta touch it.
Ow! Can you not hit me?
Praise the Lord for I blow myself up today. Oh, snap. Ice Force signs!
Any cars in the vicinity of 535 Meeker, 1031, possible hostage situation. Extreme caution advised. Suspect description matches the trapper.
Don't be a thing.
You ready for this?
Of course I'm ready.
Nice and easy. Textbook column. What's the play?
Vote for choices by moving your pointer inside the box. You must have a majority vote to progress the game. Play a takeover card to lock out your friends and seize control of a choice. You'll start with just one card. Earn more by completing searches and QuickTime events. For this choice, you can use your takeover for free. Why don't you give it a go? Just tap the takeover button during a choice to take control.
It doesn't feel right. Let's scope it out.
No shit. No, we're just gonna go through the front door.
Watched plenty of crime shows to know what to do.
You always scope. You never just.
I'll take the door around back.
Windows mine.
You've never
Stealth mode. See you in there.
All I think of is Jennifer and Reed.
Use your pointer to hit the target before the timer runs out. Whoever hits it first wins a takeover.
What? Do it.
What? Are you guys gonna investigate?
You have the choice to go the other way.
It wouldn't have done shit! Majority vote rules!
You still have the choice.
Okay? And it wouldn't have helped me at all.
He's gonna die.
Tom. Tom, he's in here.
Hands up now!
To shoot, everyone must move their pointer onto the target. Think before you shoot. You do not have to open fire.
Hands behind your head, no sudden moves.
Oh. Don't you dare.
He's looking down.
I will shoot.
Don't shoot!
Hey! Don't test my aim, fucker!
I am not gonna hurt her.
Please help me, please get me out of here. Hey. Hey. Easy. Easy now. Let's just take this nice and slow.
Okay. This decision is down to the friend you chose as coolest under pressure.
Seriously.
That's what you get.
It's not worth it. It's over.
The hunt for the Trapper came to a dramatic end tonight as police from the 3rd Precinct arrested their primary suspect, Jonathan Finn. Finn is wanted in connection with a string of grisly murders that has gripped the city and claimed the lives of first response police officers. More on this story as it develops.
Ladies and gentlemen, the accused, Jonathan Finn, is guilty. Of that, there's no doubt. Your job is simply to determine how he is punished. This man, the so-called Trapper Killer, has terrorized our community with his brutal murder spree. Booby-trapping his victims so our brave first responders became victims themselves. These innocent people were targeted for no other reason than to play out Jonathan Finn's sick game. Jonathan Finn has confessed to every single one of these crimes. I ask that the court consider Jonathan Finn's voluntary confession of his crimes. He has spared the victims' families a prolonged trial, and in doing so, has demonstrated a glimmer of remorse. Therefore, it is my recommendation that Jonathan Finn be spared the death penalty, and instead, sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Thank you.
Jonathan Finn, you have committed crimes of such a depraved nature that this court has no alternative but to sentence you to death by lethal injection. This court is adjourned.
Who do you think is the most trusting?
Seriously?
Trusting that I can trust them, or
I think so. Eating best.
me?
Tap the logbook button on your app to read plot updates, view character biographies, and check the major ripple events affecting your story.
That's what that's for.
Arrest.
I am Ray Weaver, and this is The Crawl. Let's kick it off tonight with our very own homegrown villain, Johnny Finn, the Trapper. Sucker's been on death row for 5 whole years. Mr. Trapper's only got 48 hours left on our big blue marble, so I thought, hey, did you know one of the victims? Phones are open. Caller 1, you're up.
Hey, so, well, yeah, man, I mean, in my point of view, like, they can't fry this son of a bitch hard enough, you know? So he got messed up as a kid. I mean, that's no excuse to take it out on our finest boys in blue.
I hear you, but it ain't like our cops got the finest reputation, you know? Look at Marty, for one. Promotion to homicide, medal, the works. This gal's on top of the world, and guess what? Turns out she's dirtier than the rest of us down here in the mud. Mishandling evidence, improper conduct, who knows what else?
Damn. Guess you never know who's one of the good ones.
Morning, everyone. Caught another pair of John Does this weekend. We're quickly racking up red names on this board, and I gotta tell you, unsolved cases don't exactly uphold the reputation we've built here at this precinct.
Just put Marty the Magician on the case. I hear she's got a knack for making things disappear.
Son of a bitch.
Detective Calvary. I pretend you didn't just say that. You're dismissed.
Hey, Becky. Ignore him.
Calvary?
Everyone knows he only reported you because you're the biggest target.
Glad to know my accomplishments have earned me something.
You doing okay?
No. No, not really. I feel like it's some big cosmic joke that Dick has my future in his sweaty little hands.
I know it feels like that, but they got nothing. So just lay low, keep a wide berth of cavalry. They'll blow over.
Of course you're sarcastic.
Reading my restrained.
Gee, thanks, Mom.
Detective Marnie, can you have a word in my office? Look, Marnie, I'm not supposed to comment on ongoing internal affairs investigation, but if it starts affecting my best detective...
I'm sorry, sir.
Hey, don't apologize. You're a good cop. I have no doubt you didn't do anything to compromise the crime scene intentionally. The facts will speak for themselves.
Thank you for believing in me, sir.
You know, it sometimes feels like we don't have a choice in these things, but you do. You got me?
Yes, of course.
I want to believe that. But I know the trapper's set for execution in 48 hours. It's a heavy load. Knowing you sent someone to death row, I don't want you to be distracted.
Finn's execution can't come soon enough.
A whole lot of folks agree. I know I do.
I'm gonna guess none of those folks are looking forward to a good night's sleep as much as I am.
Hmm?
The fact that he's still breathing keeps me up at night.
Got your message. Heading to see your client now.
Sorry I couldn't make it back to town.
I'm not crazy about meeting Finn without his attorney present.
I know. Thank you for talking to him so quickly.
Well, he doesn't have much time left, does he?
No, he doesn't.
You want to give me a little preview?
He can be kind of a tough nut to crack. Be strategic.
Great. Any tips?
You need to get him to talk about Adam Jones.
Who's Adam Jones?
Better you hear it from him. You got a plan?
Why are you stopping and looking at me?
Your phone made a noise.
If he's actually got something to say, then I'm ready to hear it. Call you after?
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Your attorney says you have something you want to tell me.
Sure, but you ain't gonna believe me. No one does. I used to blame God for what happened.
At Las Palmas? The orphanage?
We were just kids. We trusted them. But I've forgiven them now. God teaches us to forgive. If I gotta go out, I ain't going out a liar.
Then tell me the truth.
Miss Graves, I did not kill anybody.
Do you believe Adam Jones is the one responsible for these murders?
Oh, I don't believe it. I know it.
Who is he?
Adam was my best friend at the orphanage. And he killed those people.
Incoming! Maybe not. Did you come unplugged? Did any of them come unplugged? Nope.
Why is it red?
Hmm?
What were you saying?
Isaac Turtle.
Oh.
Goosey pimples.
Goosey pimples?
I'm listening, but you have to give me more to go on.
Adam and I, we've seen some shit together. Makes you close. Adam escaped, and I found drugs. I was high from the moment I got out of there. And a couple of years later, a couple of centuries, hell if I know, Adam tracks me down online. He keeps writing me and bringing up all that old shit from the orphanage. He says he knows himself out. I take the heat off him, spend a couple of months in the clink, and then wham! Trapper strikes again. Can't be me, because I'm in here. Makes sense, right?
Pretty convenient.
Convenient? Convenient is Father Raminsky running an orphanage. Fox in a hen house. You have no idea what it was like in there. The playroom. Well, that's what he called it, but I think he was the only one who was having any fun in there. Cops never found it?
No.
Well, you can go see for yourself.
I'm not even sure if the orphanage is still standing. So where is he?
Adam. Now? No idea.
How can we find him? Gotta start someplace.
I got a place.
Where?
It's not, it's better if I draw you a map.
This decision is down to the friend you voted as most trusting.
Sure you want to trust me with that? They say the pen is mightier than the sword.
Cute.
My memory ain't what it used to be. I think I'd have to get back out there, get my feet on the ground, pick up the scent.
I'm sure.
Sorry, Finn. No dice.
Never even in the game, was I? I can't take it! I'm not supposed to be here! It's not supposed to go like this!
Finn! Stop it!
I think I just got her killed.
This is insane. Adam told me this wouldn't happen. He told me I'd be out by now. He promised!
Finn, listen to me. I will look into this, Adam Jones, what you're saying, but even if it's true, it might be a day late and $1 short. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, she's not dead, so.
Yeah, I was expecting her to stab her with it.
Yeah, so then.
How'd it go?
How do you think?
I got a report back on Adam Jones. He was at Las Palmas same time as my client, but he died in the same fire that closed it for good.
Look, I know where you're going with this, and it's not gonna work. There's no way they're letting Finn out. It's too flimsy.
I know. That's not what I'm after.
Then why bring me out here?
If you tell the judge about Adam Jones, maybe he'll grant Finn a temporary release and help the cops track down Jones.
Lana, it's too late.
It could lead to an appeal.
All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
Adam Jones is reasonable doubt, Felicity.
I never wanted the death sentence. I just don't think this is enough to stop it from happening.
Finn is not a good man, but he is not the Trapper. And if he dies, the Trapper is still out there.
We must all agree.
Yeah. You're right. Let's take it to Judge Vanstone, see what happens.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Felicity.
what's your reason
Don't
for
thank me
choosing
yet.
that?
Because the Trapper was sitting out there.
Who is the most persuasive in an argument?
Well, shit.
You couldn't decide on this one. No single player came out on top.
Wait. Who did you vote for?
Who did you vote for?
I voted for you.
What? Who did you vote for?
Taylor.
What?
Thank you so much for seeing me so quickly.
Miss Petty already filled me in on this whole Adam Jones business.
Yes, sir. I just spoke with Mr. Finn.
Now, in my experience, you light a candle under a man's
I
ass
make good points.
and fly a balloon out of his mouth.
Sir?
Are you buying his story?
Gee. Are we? Oh, we have to all agree.
Yeah, we have to all agree.
I'll do that one. I wasn't sure.
The timing is certainly convenient, but I think he's telling the truth. Or at least some version of it. So far it adds up.
Has anyone spoken to Jones?
He's been presumed dead for years.
That's quite a stretch, don't you think? Well, even if Jones exists, how can you be sure Finn can track him down?
There's no way to know unless we try, sir.
You're full of surprises, Miss Graves. Well, if you were in my position, what would you do?
You. So mom has to choose.
Oh, yes.
I think that he can help us. If you grant Finn a single-day release under armed guard, we may save an innocent man from wrongful execution.
I see. All right, Miss Graves. I'm going to grant Jonathan Finn a temporary release into police custody. But only for 3 hours, no more.
Thank you. Hey, Lana, you're not gonna believe this.
He actually went for it?
Surprised the heck out of me.
Wow. Nice work, Felicity.
Don't call me that. I'm gonna head over to Homicide and let him know.
Good call. And Felicity. Thank you.
Don't tell me that. It makes me think of the two of you. Don't do that.
Boop. Boop.
Outrageous. Case against Finn was air goddamn tight. Nailed him with a hostage, for Christ's sake. Had to be one hell of a tale for you to go and spin the judge's head around.
I'm sorry to spring this on you. We all want the same thing. A man is about to be put to death, and we need to make sure he deserves it.
Oh, Jonathan Finn deserves it. Of that I am sure.
Who exactly was Adam Jones? Did he come up at all during the investigation?
Uh-huh. There was an Adam Jones at the orphanage. But you know what? Sorry fucker was killed in the fire that shut the place down. So the story kind of ends there.
Finn's got impeccable timing. You don't think he's full of it?
I'm just covering every possibility. And Judge wants this thing airtight. Double airtight. He's granting a temporary release into police custody to help find Adam Jones. Finn tells me Rominsky had a secret room at the orphanage. Called it the Playroom. It's where he held his extracurricular activities. Does that sound familiar?
I remember something like that. That didn't come out in the report.
I was wondering, Mr. Hillary, so when you analyzed the bodies of the Trapper's victims, did you find anything that might suggest there could be another suspect?
Gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't think so.
So no reason to suspect anyone but Finn?
I do recall only, submitting a partial analysis of the evidence because Mr. Finn confessed, so it seemed open and shut.
So there was more evidence left to analyze.
Well, yeah, trace signatures.
Do you have access to all that data?
Not just hold on a goddamn second. How can you even entertain the idea of letting this scumbag out of his cell? Finn had motive. He
He's
went
such
through
an
hell at Las
ass.
Palmas. He hated the police. We even found his hair at another crime scene.
The RV park, right? That was the social worker? And, Detective Marnie, would you mind walking me through that night again?
I'll walk you through it in 2 words. Missed opportunity. Could have had Finn in handcuffs right then and there.
I think I'd like to hear from Detective Marnie, if you don't mind.
Sure. Catherine Hope was a social worker at Las Palmas Orphanage. We didn't know Finn had her.
Who would you describe as the bravest person amongst you?
We got a 10-8 at
the one that gets asked to do
Park out by the
everything.
highway. A break-in in progress.
Mom, kill a spider.
I was
No,
close
it
to the
was
scene,
Mom,
so
kill a
I saw
fucking
it.
scorpion.
Should have been a piece of cake, but that night everyone was on pins and needles because the trapper was raising Cain. And any one of us could have been next.
Always be cautious.
Check your car, baby. Let helping do.
Jesus Christ.
Startled me.
This is 609 on the CFBIP. Open exit on the highway. No perp. Gonna make an entry to the train.
609 acknowledged. Caution advised.
What? That door wasn't open before. And you're just gonna waltz on in like a freaking idiot.
Just put her hand in front of my face, too.
Search for the clues shown at the top of the screen. When you spot them, use your pointer to highlight them before the timer runs out. You'll win a takeover for every clue found. These clues could help you in the future, so try to find them all.
Are you? There was still one left.
Help me. Oh, shh. Okay. Just keep quiet. Who did this to you?
I was in the bar.
I don't know. I woke up here. Oh God, please help me, please. What's happening?
Bro, you running out of time.
Only the friend you chose as the bravest can make this choice.
What do? Out the door. The trailer. Hurry, hurry, time,
hurry,
time.
hurry.
I'm gonna remove the timer.
Oh God! Oh my God, get me out of there!
Shut the fuck up!
Please. Hurry!
What happened? Why are you acting like you in pain? What happened?
Well, at least we only had one casualty that night.
Not that it did a lot of good. Social worker was killed in a hit and run a few weeks later.
It wasn't the kind of thing I'm eager to repeat.
Finn must have seen you coming. Got out before finishing the job.
Yeah, split so quick he left his gear behind.
How did Finn get away?
I tried to lock down the perimeter, but Finn was long gone by the time backup arrived.
So how did you link Finn to the scene?
I discovered that Mr. Finn had left a hair at the scene. We ran the DNA through our criminal database, and he came up as the match.
He was already in the system.
Finn had been in and out of the station so many times he practically had a door with his name on it. When we got the tip that he'd been spotted at a squat, we just happened to be driving by.
Shit just seems to fall in your lap, Detective.
At least I caught him.
So we're
Uh-oh. Mama Bear's got a temper. Watch out.
I'm sorry, Detective, but your attitude is not helping.
I'm sorry.
He needs to shut his
Last I
mouth.
checked, this was my case. And I got my guy convicted. Who the fuck are you to question my competence?
I'm a district attorney. Are you finished?
The Trapper case shook everyone up. I think we poured enough salt in all our own wounds for one night.
Sergeant.
I think that about covers it. Anything else we can help you with?
Do you have Adam Jones's forensics records on file?
Well, not from his death.
Were there samples taken when he was placed in the orphanage?
Yes, most likely.
Would it be possible to pull those records and run them against evidence found at the Trapper's crime scene?
Are you shitting me? You're wasting the time of this entire division, you understand? I got a better idea. We let that psycho die on the table.
Calvary, stop. We'll have Mr. Hillary look into it. Let you know if we find anything.
Thank you.
Hey, Graves.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say that...
Calvary's a dick.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You were really helpful.
Well, find me fucking rude.
Which one of your friends keeps calm when emotions are running high?
Hear that? You switched so noisily.
Did you vote for yourself?
Yes.
I'm too emotional.
It's exactly it. You get emotional and Tay runs around like a chicken with her head cut off.
That's normal.
I do not.
Yes, you
Oh.
do.
No, I
A
don't.
rat trap. Target number 1, Rupert Walsh, local undertaker, drunk, no apparent connection to Las Palmas orphanage. After the murder, the trapper rigged a shotgun to the motel door and the first responding officer was killed. Second target, Frederick LeMay. Orderly at Las Palmas, drug charges, assaults, but no convictions. Trapper left his body in a pitch-black room and filled the light fixture with C4. First responding officer flipped the switch and sayonara. Third target, Father Rominsky. The trapper had sewn explosives inside his body, wired to blow if he moved a muscle. Left him sitting in a prayer position, and he was forced to confess his sins, namely the abuse he and his cronies conducted at the orphanage. The first responder was... it was Sergeant Teller. A theory. While the first target had no apparent connection to Las Palmas, all the responding officers were from the 3rd Precinct, including Detective Marnie. Were the initial victims just a smokescreen, and the real targets, the 3rd Precinct police? Why would he target them? Contacts.
Who would you like to call?
Hold on, I need to figure out who.
Becky is Marnie.
And Riggs is the one that was her captain, or her sergeant. Who should we call? Well, fine.
Becky Marnie.
Calling Becky Marnie. Hi, Detective Marnie. This is Felicity Graves.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so sorry for calling so late, but I've just been going over the case files and... Do you mind if I run a theory by you?
Sure, hit me.
What?
Well, I noticed that all of the first responders were from the 3rd Precinct, including yourself. Do you think it's possible that the real targets in each of the trapper killings were actually the first responding officers?
I suppose it's possible.
Well, I'm not trying to accuse the cops of anything, and I know you were one of the responders, too. So that's kind of why I was wondering if there might be something there, some grudge. You knew the other cops, right?
Do you know if there's any reason to think that Finn might have targeted them?
Honestly, I could think of a million reasons. I was in the 3rd Precinct, sure, but...
I got out of there as soon as I could.
How do you mean?
The place was a hellhole, at least back then. Drugs, bribes, you name it. Those were not good guys.
Still?
A lot of it cleaned up pretty soon after the Trevor killings.
Interesting. Well, thank you. You've been very helpful, Detective Marnie.
No problem. And call me Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
I figured, you know, basically, he's out to trap a rat.
This is 125 to 1016. Make an entry.
125 acknowledged. Caution advised.
Does your foot taste good? What do you do?
This is the police. Anyone here?
Well, yes, sir. I'm right here.
Just making dinner.
In the dark.
Well, if you're gonna be making dinner in the dark, there's only one reason you'd be doing that in the dark. You'd be naked.
I'm like See what I'm doing.
I don't want anyone seeing in the windows.
I burned
Well,
myself.
then you
with
shut
their-
the window.
I burned myself.
Ah,
with there's
how did that
light.
sound
I
go?
can see worse.
I say I don't want
Can
to
you hear
stick my
me?
tits in beds.
Nope.
I jumped. Bye bye to your face.
I would have left the body and called her back. Or something. I don't know.
He suffocated himself.
Hey, what's going on?
We got a problem.
What?
But there's a cop.
What? What happened?
I'm still trying to put that together. Call came in and there was a body. Responder showed up, body was rigged. Trap was down.
Police. Who? How?
It's cavalry.
What? No, that doesn't happen. That's ridiculous.
Finally, the bitch is dead.
We're sorting through the mess. Becky.
Oh my God.
Excuse me, would you
Okay,
please stay
last time I
clear
checked,
of my
that was a
working area?
dude.
What?
Thank you. From what we can piece together, it
Jack
seems like
Calvary.
Calvary brought a prostitute.
I'm like, oh wait, no. Okay.
Brought her back
Calvary
here
was
where,
the body on the bed
yeah.
that was rigged.
Track her down?
We got a partial description.
I
20s,
thought Calvary
brunette.
was the one that.
Responded?
Yeah.
Calvary put a whole clip
No,
in that
because
wall and
if
did
you
one
look
thing.
at the bio
Only
stuff,
brothers is-
Calvary was murdered while in the company of an unidentified prostitute.
The responder?
That cop didn't come in with
Calvary's
no
body
body,
was
and that
rigged.
body was male.
Traps.
Well, so the officer says that he was gravely injured by a trap planted on Jack Calvary's body.
See?
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, clues.
Oh, shoot.
Searching. You son of a duck. You suck.
We're just on the picture.
I found
Or
them
do we run out of time?
No, we found them all. I found bullet holes.
If someone comes to look from behind,
I stole ones.
why would he fire this way? And if they did it from the front, why would he miss? Oh God. It's really him.
What's behind the picture? Come on.
Anything?
Nothing useful.
Cause you fucking dropped it. You lied.
Becky, I'm sorry, but I have to ask you this. Where were you last night?
Oh, Mom has to make the choice.
Oh.
I was home.
Alone.
Yeah? So?
Shit.
What?
You need to be very, very careful how you handle this.
Why?
You gotta make sure you account for all your whereabouts. Everyone knows how you and Calvary felt about each other.
Tom.
You have to be careful.
This isn't happening.
I wish it wasn't.
I hated that fucker, but I would never do something like this.
I believe you.
You shouldn't have to believe me.
Where was the
There was another one?
I kind of suspected the way he was moving it that something was going to happen.
Oh my God.
That's the end of part
I
1.
didn't want to see.
Check the logbook, fix yourself a drink, and hit the box when you're ready to move on.
I don't need you to tell me what I can and can't drink.
I guess now's a good time to quit this
Yeah, I mean, ow!
and then start up a new one.
Or do we want to do that now or later?
It's already at 50.
I mean to start up a new one.
Well, do you want to continue playing?
I want to continue playing.
Okay.
I mean, it is only 8.
It's really dark.
Okay, so we'll...
Now are you sure it's only set to go for an hour?
Yeah, it gave choices of time frame, and the most you could do was 60 minutes.
So I think Becky would have had an alibi if she had hung out with what's the other chick's name again?
Graves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But she kept it professional. So basically her stuff couldn't be called into question.
Yeah.
that way you're not having a conflict of interest.
Yeah. Catch 22.
Okay.
Kiki.
So
freaking
yeah, see, link the video clip.
Did you quit sharing?
No, it's still doing voice right now.
Ah.
Oh hey, I have 5 takeovers. Oh, you're so cute.
So we'll go ahead and we'll stop this one and start up the next.
Oh.
Yep.
Not that, just wait.
I didn't do that.
They're happy.
Well, it says that no one's watching now, so.
Watch your phone!
Watch my phone? It's not trying to run away from me, so good.